for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Norwood Invitational is about to get underway. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke and Rich, looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
All right, Rich, your thoughts?
In their last matchup, Luke, it was Lexi who was the sharper of the two, so let's see how things pan out today.
No, filled with talent as Lexi Thompson. This is going to be a tight tussle. I can't wait to see how this one plays out. An opportunity for a birdie here. That's a lovely speed on that putt. So close to the hole. He's currently tied for 14th. We've arrived at a par 4. Well, this should find the short grass. Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
Heading towards the rough, this one. That's some good golf right there. Getting ready to play their third. He has this putt to save his par.
This really looks good.
Yeah, good job. Nice par. And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. Teeing off here at the third hole. Going with a 3-wood here. He's found the surface. Good chance here. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
Nice little par putt here.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4. Bit untidy, wasn't it? Henny, what does that lie look like?
Oh, this is just unfortunate. So close to the fairway, but sitting really down.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Really great work sticking the green from that lie.
This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard. Okay, steady now. Par putt coming up here. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th. Going with the 8-iron here. It's fair to say that approach didn't hit the mark. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's got momentum now. Just birdied the last hole.
Okay, time to return to the action.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Well, that shows the hands of a surgeon, doesn't it?
My surgeon's hands were a little shaky. That's why I have the scar.
Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Could roll into the rough on this one. Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough. Still a chance to attack this hole from the first cut. Going with the pitching wedge here.
That dog will hunt.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Tracking. All right, you'll make it the next time. Currently 1 under for the tournament. This hole is a par 5. Second shot here on the 7th. And here we are with the third shot. Just 2 shots behind. Good shot there, Beamer. Let's move 1 step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of 4. And that will put them ahead of their rival. A great performance on this hole. Patrick Cantlay currently in the lead. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind. Her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
This is a 20-footer.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up from about 130 yards out. All right, he's going with a little extra club. Gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. That is hunting for the hole. Oh, nice to drop a putt of that length. Well done. And that will take him to 4 under. Why not take another look at that effort?
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
Patrick Cantlay is at the top of the leaderboard with a 1-stroke lead. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Par 5 at the 10th. This hole is wide open. Tier high and let her fly.
Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
Getting ready to play their third. 1 stroke off the lead. Setting up here with a very long putt.
This is their look at birdie.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? The putt drops, and we're moving on. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Teeing off here at the 11th. That's heading for the fairway. From about 130 yards here, 2 strokes off the lead. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. That's a shame. Just leaking left, that one. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
From the sand, looking to get up and down. Oh, that one just missed the hole. And this putt coming up for his par. How did that miss? And it's back-to-back bogeys here. Got to turn this momentum around.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Yeah, I can understand you'd be disappointed by the bogey, but here's an opportunity to bounce back.
The tempo there was exquisite.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. And this putt to move into the top 5. Terrific roll. It even had a chance. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. It's time to take a look at this 13th hole. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Henny, how bad is this lie?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. That was a gallant attempt. It's just about 3 feet away. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole. Nicely done. Second shot here on the 14th hole.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
A chance to get to 3 under with this putt. This one's tracking. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind. Her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole. Going with the 7. This one looks like it's heading left here, Rich. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And the putt drops, now at 3 under, heading down the stretch. And it's Collin Morikawa on top of things. Next up is this 2-shot hole.
Tough tee shot here. Bunkers left, water right. Find the fairway or else.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Not a bad play, that one. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
And down it goes. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. He finds himself at a share of 4th.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
How much do you trust your swing? Go for it at only 327. Lay up. Bunkers right. Water left.
That's going to find the water, sadly. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 3 shots off the lead. "19 feet to the cup."
This is huge for momentum. Gotta try and hold this. This for par.
Ooh, right by the hole. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Colin Morikawa doing what he does best. He's leading this tournament as we head to the next hole. Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18th.
Difficult tee shot. Water lurking down the left-hand side. Don't hit it where the wild things are.
Setting up in the bunker here. I might need to get a lesson of you. That was well played. And he's hit that inside the range.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. I like the look of this. And that's how he signs off on this event. Well, Rich, after coming so close to going back-to-back, you just wonder the way they finished. Maybe the occasion just got a little bit too much for them.
I'm very impressed with how this player battled, trying to get that back-to-back win, coming up a little bit shy. Nothing to hang your head about.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Elvy. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Collin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Collin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, it's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron play as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Collin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning at a decent rate of knots. The second hole at TPC Louisiana sets up the first of numerous birdie opportunities.
Third shot into this par 5 to a green that sits above the player, but watch out. Missing either right or long, you're in terrible shape. Accuracy with your third is a must.
And back to the play, shall we? Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Ouch, that hurts. And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. That's disappointing.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
Sitting at 1 over for the day. The third hole is a long par 3 measuring 230 yards.
Be careful of the wind here. You can't always feel it, as those trees on the left sometimes block it out. Missing it right is an obvious no-no, but missing it left is no guaranteed of an up and down either. The green slopes away pretty severely over there.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Yeah, this one's a little bit left. Not so nice.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Oh, Dr. Chipinski strikes again.
Now over to Collin Morikawa.
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Currently at +1 for the tournament. TPC Louisiana might be known as a birdie fest. However, you're going to find plenty of challenges, including the par 4 fourth.
How can bunkers that are so minuscule be so agonizing? That's exactly what these are down the left-hand side of the 4th hole. You avoid those, and you get a good look at the green for your second shot that gently works away from the player.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green. Getting ready to play their third. 4 strokes off the lead. Yes! Hold it! And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. And it's time to recap that play.
Yeah, this was a gift. Wasn't expecting this.
And that'll move him to even par for the tournament. Rich, the 5th is a shortish par 4 by today's standards, but still enough there to mess with your ball.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction, so driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
Now let's switch our focus to Collin Morikawa.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Collin Morikawa setting up his shot. And here we are with the third shot. Just 3 strokes back. this putt for par here. Oh, so close. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. The 6 is a tremendous par 4. Plenty of golf hole, this one.
Water all the way down the left-hand side, so it's going to shove your tee shot out to the right, which make that second shot so much longer. Not much to the screen. It's fairly flat, but finding it in 2, well, that's a tall order.
Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Collin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Collin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth. Rich, New Orleans, or should I say New Orleans. How good is it here to be on the Bayou? This is a special week. It's a great eating week and a real festival atmosphere.
It is, and it's hosted on a golf course that provides plenty of fireworks as well. What a cool design this is. It's wide open off the tee, but then the greens are minuscule in size, and they have these little runoff areas where it doesn't look like you're going to be in much trouble, but you start missing a couple of greens in a row, and you start getting these head scratching. Well, do I bump it in there? Do I flop it on the green? Do I take it low, high, medium, bump it into the... I mean, you have so many different ways of playing shots around these greens that you can outthink yourself. And I think that's what happens with a lot of these players is that usually you have one option when you miss the green. Here, you got a whole lot of them. So this golf course grabs your attention, especially around the greens, which makes it quite difficult for a lot of these players.
Okay, let's head to the next. Now over to Collin Morikawa.
He's sitting there in the rankings at 4th.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. The 8th is a short par 4, Rich, and modern players are starting to try to drive this green.
They are, although I don't quite see it that way. It's such an easy second shot if you just lay it up short of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. You're not going to have much more than a flip sand wedge, gap wedge maybe, to a green that once again has a lot of movement to it.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
This is what they have left for par here.
The front 9 finishes in a unique style, a par 3 of 210 yards length.
This is actually a par 3 on the card, but most players look at it as a par 4 because there is nothing simple about this hole. If you bail out to the right, you're going to fall off into a low area where it's nearly impossible to chip it up close without taking a risk. So most players are just resigned to making 4 and moving on.
Well, Rich, you think they're going to make this one?
Luke, I got to say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
Putting for bogey. Ooh. And that putt will drop. Well done. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently in 5th place.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. I'm interested in my buddy Beamer's thoughts at this duel after 9 holes.
Yeah, they're behind their rival right now through 9 holes, but there's lots of time, lots of opportunities on this back 9 to make up. It'll be interesting to see how it all ends up.
That's not the one he wanted. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up from about 100 yards.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
Yeah, this is lovely. Yep, they Houdini'd that. That's brilliant.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Oh, 13-footer coming up here. And there it is. Now 8 shots back after that hole. The par 5 11th, very gettable if, Rich, you can avoid that monster tree about 100 yards out.
Exactly. Tee shots, once again, you're throwing it between a couple of bunkers, but the second shot, there's a tree about 75 yards short of this green, and you've got to figure out a way around it. Do you draw it around it? Do you hit a fade around it? What do you do? No easy task for any of these players. Green sits above the player just a little bit, and again, has a lot of movement on it.
Setting up miles from the hole. A bit long on that one. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Was on a good line. Just a short putt remaining here. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently in 4th place.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Well, the 12th is certainly one of the stronger holes on the back 9. This par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
You want to try and hug the left-hand side as best you can to shorten up the hole as much as you can, but still avoid that bunker if at all possible. Second shot, the green up there sits a little bit caddy cornered to the players, so working the golf ball in there for left to right for your second shot would be the play.
Oh, that was pure. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Just didn't drop. Good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Okay, steady now. And finishing this hole with a tap-in putt. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Sitting at 5 over for the event.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Rich, the 13th is a short par 4, but a really good one, depending on how much you want to take off.
There's really no real reason to go right at the green, Luke, with the tee shot, even if you have the power to get there, because you just can't stop it on the green. If anything, you want to hit it out to the right, where your next shot is going straight up the green. This is a very flat green, but is perched well above the fairway. It's a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. That should set up another chance. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This is what they have left for par.
Just need to pull the putter back a little bit further, I think.
Wow, shocking to say the least. How do you miss that?
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if you can bounce back. Well, for all the opportunities 13 provides you, you don't get too many here at the par 3 14th. It's a beast.
As easy of a birdie opportunity as the 13th was, 14, yeah, not so much here. Even though the green is quite large in size, it's difficult to hit with a long iron.
Didn't that look good for a long time? What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 21 feet from the cup. Now this is important. This for par.
Okay, so that finishes that hole. Sitting at 7 over for the day.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
The 15th is certainly no cakewalk either. A par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
This is the time where you need to have the best drive of the day. Take it out to the right, avoid the bunkers down the left-hand side. And the green, once again, it's got some movement into a high spot in the front, a low area, and then a high area in the back. When the pin's all the way back, good luck making 4.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Let's return to live play now. And here we are with the third shot. That's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Well, as we approach the final holes here at TPC Louisiana, the short par 4 16, Rich, it's a good one, but also a challenging one.
Only the brave will take driver out on this short hole. Long irons, hybrids, fairway woods down the left-hand side is just fine.
Putting for birdie here.
Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. If you ought to win at TPC Louisiana, you've got to hit a couple of very important shots late. The tee shot here at 17, Rich, is one of them.
A tee shot that no player likes to face. Water all the way down the left-hand side. The bailout zone out to the right falls away from the green. No fun whatsoever.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Lining up the birdie putt here. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The closing hole at TPC Louisiana has water all the way down the right, Rich, but that's not its only issue.
Bailing out to the left, you'll find some menacing bunkers that you want no part of. However, if you find the fairway, going for it in 2 will be very tempting.
Getting ready to play their third. This would be a great up and down. Oh, almost went in. And this putt for a final score of 78. Oh, that's frustrating. Putting for a bogey. That signs off on this player's performance for the day. And as this event comes to an end, I'm pretty sure this player will be ruining some poor mistakes.
Luke, not the performance they were looking for this week, but I gotta say, there was some really good stuff in there that I like. It was really fun to watch.
On behalf of Rich Beem and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.